All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, our weekly check-in with 47 Rahjai Harris joining us. Rahjai, I'll ask you. I know how you're doing, but I'll ask you anyway. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I can't complain, man. I really can't, man. How about yourself?
I'm great. I'm great. Looking forward to the Final Four this weekend. ECU baseball coming off a win last night. Got another one tonight, so got that going on. A lot going on. Spring football going on, and the pads were popping yesterday. Got
I
physical
heard.
out there. Saw some videos. And Rajay, maybe you want to talk about this more 10 years down the road, but now that you're out of the program, how many times did it get heated with you out there at practice? Any? I know you were. I got to imagine you weren't fighting anybody at practice, but any words,
uh,
any pushing, shoving going on?
uh, it's football at the end of the day, man. So yeah, you gonna have a lot of collision, a lot of talking, a lot of bittering. But nah, I ain't getting no fights, man, or nothing like that with none of the teammates or nothing like that. It was already good. It was always good blood with us, kind of after practice, during practice, everybody, for themselves. But everything was good my way, man. But yeah, I done seen a couple fights, not just in college, but in high school and professional. So I wouldn't say it's something that goes on, but that's something that you gotta take account for, man, when you running a football team for sure.
Yeah, and hopefully, would you say for the most part, it didn't spill over into locker room or what happened, that night? Like it kind of gets squashed after practice and everything.
Yeah, once it happens, man, it happens and it's over. You might get a little punishment. Y'all both might gotta hold hands or something, run around the field, something crazy like
Right.
that, man. But yeah, once it's over, man, it's over. It don't really drag into the locker room or the next day or the following week or anything like that. The coaches do a real good job about it at practice, and the guys in the locker room do a very good job about it once it's off the practice field. So you definitely don't got to worry about nothing like that.
We love to see the intensity. How about pregame, Rajay? Who was the coach that gave the motivational speech? I know maybe yourself and the players get involved in that too. But who were the big motivators on the coaching staff that could give you a good rallying speech before a game?
Um, Coach Roberts, man, he's shout out to him, man. He's just energetic. He
Yeah,
just he the type of coach, man, that he lives football. He dies. Just breathes football, man. So having him around, man, have that energy for the guys, man, it was great. But you had guys like myself, you had guys like Ho Nailers and Xavier Smith, guys like that, man, that just got the team going. Zakai, guys that just really just speak volumes, when they talk. You feel what I'm saying? And they really don't talk a lot. They don't do a lot of
right.
playing and stuff like that. But when it's time to go, the message is very, very personal. So, uh, but yeah, Coach Robs, man, and JDB give a speech before the games. I hear Coach Tesh voice back there,
Yeah.
screaming and stuff like that. So it'd be a lot of different coaches, man. But Coach Robs has that energy for sure.
Yeah, I've heard some stories about Coach Tesh, pretty intense guy. And I could definitely see Daryl Roberts delivering
Oh
some words
yeah,
because we talked to him like August during media day or even in the spring, and he's got that intensity like it's the middle of October in those months. Just when you talk football with him, so
definitely,
I could definitely
definitely.
see that. Rajay Harris joining us. Rajay, we talked pro day with you last week. You mentioned
Yep,
Xavier Smith. I saw where he came back, right,
he
to
did.
work
He
out.
did.
So, um, uh, what was it like being with those guys for? I'm not going to say one final time. I'm sure y'all will reunite and do some things in the future, certainly. But being a part of that group one more time, that had to be pretty cool.
It was bittersweet, man. That last breakdown at the end of pro day, man, really got me because that's gonna be the last time that group right there is gonna be on the field with each other. But
Right.
like you said, it's not gonna be our last time linking up or hanging out or anything like that. So uh, ain't gonna get too sad about it. But man, that group was special. A lot of us that in that group didn't go nowhere. We had opportunities to go places, but we stayed right there, man. Fixed the culture up at East Carolina, man, and I'd be forever grateful for that. We had guys like Nashad that left that went to Oregon.
Yeah.
We had guys Xavier Smith that had his pro day a couple years ago, but he came back for another one. And it was just good to be on the field with them guys again, man. Not thinking that you would be on the field with what a guy like X again or a guy like Nashad that transfers. So man, just everybody been on the same field, man. The ECU turf, man, and one last workout with each other, man. It was great.
Rajay been talking about the future of ECU football and the future of that running back room, and we know about Marlon. We saw a little bit of London Montgomery. London Montgomery they opened some eyes last year with the way he
Yeah.
ran the ball, and there's only one ball, and you were the guy, and there were others back there, but how how do you, I guess, balance being a good teammate and also being selfish, wanting that football as much as you can get it? And Rajay, you're the kind of running back that seems to get better as the game goes on and the more carries you get. So you got to be a little bit selfish, right, and say I want the ball, and at the same time you got to know when to maybe tap out for a play or two, let
Oh
another
yeah.
guy get in there. So what's that like?
Well, I put it like this, man. Whoever has that momentum in the game, they need to keep him in.
Yeah,
Man, no matter if it's me, Keaton, Marlon, London, like it don't matter who it is, man, in that backfield, man. But you definitely have to be a little selfless, like when you getting tired and when you fatigue and you just need a break or anything like that, man. So I'm pretty sure JDB and Coach Freeman and them guys, man, they got the guy that's fit for the backfield this year, man, and they're gonna make sure they do a great job of rotating guys, man, to get that best fit, man. But I'm excited for the whole backfield this year, man. It's gonna be crazy, man, because Marlon's been there for a minute, for a long time, man, and I'm excited to see his transition going into his last season, man. And then you got guys like you said, London, man, with that speed, man. It's You can't coach speed. You feel what I'm saying? It's guys that got it and just got it. You feel what I'm saying? And he just got it. And I'm excited for him this year just to see how much Coach Freeman and all them guys, man, it pours into him. Once you got guys like me and the leadership council like Eli and Big Tay, you feel what I'm saying?
yeah.
I just want to see, the difference between, last year and this year with them guys. And, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a great year. I really do, man. I really think the whole program is gonna have a great year, man. But them running backs, man, for some reason I think they're gonna have a really good year this year.
I like to hear that. Rajay, there's a term in fantasy football called touchdown vultures. And
Oh yeah.
I was trying to think of a good example. Like a couple years ago with the Ravens, J.K. Dobbins would run it 50 yards to the one, and then they put in Gus Edwards, and he'd scored a touchdown. I don't know if you
Yeah.
had any circumstances like that, maybe where you got taken off and another guy ran in 1 yard, or maybe
Yeah.
you went in and ran it 1 yard. But if you're on that side of it, how much are you like, man, let me just get this 1 yard and this one touchdown? I know that the goal is to win the game, but you want to get your numbers up too. So
Most
that's part of
definitely.
being selfless, right?
Yeah, for sure, man. It's play calls and different personnels,
Yeah.
man, that get hit. Especially when you down there in that red zone, man. You can, like you said, you can get it all the way down to the one, and then you'll see a formation or personnel come in, and you're not getting the ball. So it's kind of like, we got to do what we got to do to get this touchdown. So that was my mindset for it. And a lot of times, the mindset that other people be having, man, the selfish mindset, they won't even be on the field during that time. So you wouldn't really see nobody being selfish. Not the starters, not nobody
Right.
that really like supposed to be on the field. You feel what I'm saying? Because if you're supposed to be on the field, it's a lot of character that goes into that as well, not just athletic ability. So like I said though, man, them guys, man, I'm just excited to see them. I can't wait to see how fast them guys get to moving. Cause I seen something that JDB posted yesterday about the chemistry that the guys having now. Now that it's his second year, not his first year, he really not having to teach as much. So man, I'm just ready to see them guys go out there and play, man.
Rajay, you mentioned red zone. You know, in this era of college football, you can't trade field goals, with touchdowns. You got to score when you get in there. How much do
Got to.
y'all, as a team, work on red zone? And, how many plays, how many formations do you have? I mean, is it countless? And some of you guys work on a lot, I know.
Yeah, you work on it a lot. I say about 3 to 5 periods of practice. You really working on trying to get in that box,
Yeah.
from the red zone. So you definitely work on it at least minimum three to four times a week, man. Just trying to get in the box because it's really the hardest. You feel what I'm saying? It's hard now to get in the end zone down there. You got them big guys. They load the box and they press man with people over top. Like it's just a lot of different stuff people can do to stop you from getting in the end zone. So coming up with plays and stuff, man, putting ideas in people's heads to float around and try to play with the defense a little bit, man, is key. What you got a OC, man, that's a mastermind. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of people see him as a young guy. Man, he's a mastermind and he knows what he's doing and know how to put people in position to win. So yeah, it get crazy down in the red zone, man. But once you scheme people up, man, and got something for them, man, you'll love it. You'll love it.
Speaking of coming up with plays, there's nothing prettier than a well executed trick play. But man, when that thing goes wrong, it looks like you guys hadn't
Oh
practiced all
yeah,
week. You know what I'm saying?
everybody
So,
hate it.
and you only get one crack at it, really.
Oh yeah,
So,
you only get one.
how many like plays have been left on the cutting room floor that were not used in a game? And then, how nice is it when you've worked on that play? You can't wait to hear it called, and it does work for you.
Man, it's crazy. We had a play. It was a trick play, man, and we used to run it, man, all the time. But we never ran in the game. Never.
Right. Well,
Never
don't
ran
say
in the
what it
game.
is. Maybe they'll do it
No,
this
no,
year.
no. I never do that. I never do that, man. I never do it. But I used to always think like, okay, I used to be in a game, like it'd be like third quarter. I'd be like, okay, the trick play coming. The trick play coming.
Here it comes.
And we'll never run it. We'll just never run it, man. So I mean, it's kind of one of them things, man. If you need it, do it. If you don't really need it, you don't really need to show it yet. But
Right.
I'm pretty sure a lot of teams and a lot of different coaches have a lot of different trick plays, man. Not just on offense, but special teams. I know Coach Harrell had a lot of different blitzes that he'll throw at us. He'll make us think it's coming from one direction and it come from the other. It's just a lot of games you can really play on people, man, especially if they're not paying attention. So
A lot to think about when you're out there.
a
Right,
lot,
Rajay?
a lot.
Man, I'm going back now, but one of my favorite plays, one of my favorite running backs ever was Clinton Portis. And
Okay.
they ran a halfback toss pass. Portis, it wasn't the prettiest throw, but man, he put it right where he needed to. And tight end Chris Cooley called it Redskins touchdown. Did
Oh,
they have
yeah?
any kind of halfback pass for you, Rajay? Did you ever want to throw the football?
I really can't throw, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
Stick to your strengths.
Hey, I throw it, but I'll stick into my strength. Put it like that.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'll
Fair
put
enough.
it like that.
Rajay got Final Four coming up this weekend. All number one seeds playing in the Final Four.
Yep.
So what we lacked in Cinderellas and upsets, we're going to make up for with some really high-quality basketball. Got
got
Duke
that right.
Houston on one side, Auburn, Florida on the other. You got Flag and the Dukies winning it all?
I ain't gonna say it. I told you that my ECU people was mad at me for saying it, man. But
Good,
yeah, I got
they
them.
should be.
I got them.
I'll tell you what, man, they are the best looking team right now. But again,
Oh, yeah.
it's four great teams, so it should be some fun basketball. Looking
Most
forward to it.
definitely, man. I'm excited for it.
Rajay, you're grinding, I know, just working out. That really the only thing going on with you right now in your world as far as football goes?
Yep, working out and stuff. Still trying to get some little invites to come up there and do some little showcases and stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, man, working out, grinding, man, trying to be a better version of myself.
Rajay, always enjoy the chat with you, man. And we'll do it again next week. Keep up the good work and talk to you again soon, buddy.
Yes, sir, my guy. Appreciate you.